Welcome to 24-Hour Sports. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and just hang on with me in this video. You're going to see where I'm going. The form of criticism that we respond most violently, or that we typically respond to, is the one that has some truth in it, or is typically true. The way Bethune-Cookman has handled this situation with Ed Reed shows me everything I need to know. When are we going to stop pointing the focus at Deion Sanders, Ed Reed? When are we going to point the focus at these schools? There is no reason Ed Reed should go to a brand new school where he's the new head coach and have to clean up trash his first day there. When Deion Sanders kept it professional, didn't speak, didn't expose the HBCU culture, he kept it cool, he kept it calm. It still wasn't good enough for anybody. We didn't believe him, or it was other reasons, other found reasons. It's all about Deion and his brand. It's not about the kids. Let me tell you one thing. Deion and Ed Reed, they care about these kids more than anything. That's the reason they're there. Trust me, these guys aren't in financial hardships. So it's not about the money. It's not about a brand. And the fact that that's what we have to run to, that's what we have to speak to. Where's the accountability? When are our schools going to start taking accountability for what we're putting these coaches through? The deal fell through with Ed Reed because we couldn't agree to the original fundamental principles and provisions that they had in the deal that he stated was in the favor of the student athletes. It couldn't get through. So now it's Ed Reed. It's all about, because he called out the school. He spoke on how he had to clean up trash and all the bad things about the school. What is it going to take? Because if we stay silent, and Ed Reed is a real one, you can't bring Ed Reed in there thinking that he's not going to speak up, that he's not going to say nothing, because that's not right. You knew he was coming there. First impression is everything. Hold yourself to the same standard you're holding Ed Reed up to. Just as much as you want a head coach that's going to, represent your school brand, he wants a school that's going to represent him. Where's the accountability? Where's the responsibility of holding up your end of the bargain? Like he said, these buildings are hoarded with trash, but yet we on Ed Reed case. We on Deion Sanders case. Deion ain't said nothing. He didn't speak down. He said a couple things, but he didn't do what Ed Reed did. He didn't go on live, just going off. Ed Reed did it. And in most cases, I wouldn't take that route. But in a route where nothing's being done, what do you have? Somebody has to hear this, because we've seen Deion leave. That what his explanations for leaving weren't good enough for you. He sold the dream and he left the dream, right? Ed Reed, how can we want the best for these kids when we don't want to put in the work to have the proper resources for these kids? That don't make sense to me. Like I said, like I always say, we asking somebody to jump as high as they possibly can with chains on their ankles. Ed Reed coming into that situation, all the trash, all the lack of resources, don't want to help the student athletes. You're asking this man to jump as high as he can with chains on his ankles. Who's the blame on? When are we going to start looking at HBCUs instead of these coaches?